Here's a worked example of editing in plain language using the ISO principles of language, structure, and design to create that edit. Here we go. First of all, focusing on the language. Here's our original draft. HG consultants have been engaged by ACME to undertake a preliminary geotechnical suitability and liquefaction assessment at 26 Smith Street, Hamilton, the site. It is proposed to develop the property as a 3-lot residential subdivision. Why am I reading it out loud? Because it's hard to do. That's test number 1. If I could speak it more easily, that would be a more effective version. So, step 1, let's define who is talking to who here. Now, this frees me up to be able to just talk you and we. Okay, you hired us to assess geotechnical suitability and liquefaction at 26 Smith Street, Hamilton. You want to develop the site as a 3-lot residential subdivision. Oh, hallelujah! Doesn't that just sound easier to understand? I can continue that same style through the whole text. At this stage, we find that the site is suitable for residential development as long as our recommendations are followed. It just feels easier when you write like you speak. So if you want a little trick there for that language, sorry, my circles are overlapping. The trick is just write like you speak. Okay, step 2, that's only one. Structure. How do we add structure to this? Okay, get my face out of the way. At the moment, in the original version, the key thing the reader actually wants to know that the site is suitable is buried in the bottom. So I bring that up to the front. 26 Smith Street, Hamilton is suitable for development if our recommendations are followed. If we start there, the reader can breathe a sigh of relief, and then the rest of the information I order based on what I assume is most important to less important. So the thing that we did, the thing that you want, that we'll have to do further work if this goes ahead, and that it will go to the council as part of the application. Now we've got a flow where the bottom line is up front and where the language is clear. So if you want a little trick there for the structure, sorry, circles overlapping again, it's put the bottom line up front. Okay, final circle, design. So here we have our version. How can I make it design-wise pop? And the answer, my dear, is headings. Notice what your eye does now. It goes boom, boom, and then it settles into the text. This is a way of visually reinforcing the main messages and pulling the eye through the text. The more you pull an eye through the text, the more of your writing is going to be read. So now we're able to use you and we in a conversational style in the text because we've defined who we're talking about up the front. We've got our bottom line up front, and then we're using a little extra space, a little extra visual variety to create text that the eye can whip through in an instant. Okay, so this last circle is all about space and visual variety. If you want to make your writing quicker and easier for people to read, follow those concepts in the ISO standard and write like you speak, put your bottom line up front and add space and visual variety, and your readers will love you.